G'day, Silver Stackers. Tonight, I'm a little bit bored, so I thought I might tell a story about the thief man. And this podcast will be about how you turn a thief into an insurance salesman. So, I've got a mate, I'll call him Joe. And he grew up in Africa. And his dad worked for British American Tobacco. They were trying to spread the lung cancer right throughout Africa in those days. And so he grew up in Africa. And they used to have a guy that used to sit outside the house overnight, make sure that you didn't get broken into and shit stolen off you, So, and then they realised that this guy was just sleeping all night. He wasn't fucking watching the place at all. And they went, "Hey mate, we're paying you to keep an eye on the joint at night time. You're going to sleep, not on." And he said, "It's okay, because I paid the thief man." So he used to get paid from the property owner, and then he used to hand it to the thief, or some of it, and go, "There you go, thief. No need to break in here, bro. There's your payoff. You go and do someone else's house in." So that. And listening to Austrian economics lectures by Hans Hermann Hoppe helped me to formulate this thought. But it's just, of course, it's about the free market. It's always about the free market. But that's how you do it. How do you turn a would-be thief into an insurance salesman? This is how it works. There's a guy that would otherwise be breaking into your house and stealing your shit. And he just comes and knocks on your door and says, "Darling, for $1 a week, you can never get broken into. I'll patrol the area. And I'll make sure I don't break in. I'll make sure my mates don't break in." How's that? So, yes, it's mafia-style paid protection. But you don't have to come around with a gun and force it in someone's face and say you're going to have this protection. You just go, "Well, I'm going to come and steal your shit," or one of my mates is, anyway. And the only way to guarantee it is for me to, take $1 a week off you. And he goes around and does 1,000 houses, gets $1,000 a week or whatever it is, and and if he needs more people. So then the insurance company, the person that lives in the house that isn't getting their stuff stolen anymore, that's their insurance. And the insurance entrepreneur, he would see that and sort of go, "Well, okay then, I'll just offer these people $1 a week, and I'll have trained security guards walking around the neighbourhood. And we guarantee that if you get broken into and lose your stereo set or your TV or whatever people have these days in their houses, we guarantee it that there's no clause in there to say we don't have to pay. We have to pay." So then the insurance company just hires the thieves and says, "Make sure no one breaks in here." Because it's cheaper to do that than it is to pay the private property owner. So you just have insurance which comes with security. As simple as that. And now there's no thieves out there. They're all working for the insurance company. That's how the free market solves the problem. I think Walter Block, he wrote a book called Defending the Undefendable. And I would say that it'd have stories like that in there, where if you just have to think it through, if you don't pay the insurance, you're going to get shit stolen. And if you do, you definitely won't. That's a good deal. So that's how it works once you remove all the stupid regulations. Let me be a bit negative for a minute. The regulations that we have now, they push a bureaucracy onto business, and so that only the very biggest can handle the bureaucracy. And they actually lobby for it and make sure all the small business goes out of business because it can't handle the bureaucracy. It can't handle all the paperwork it has to do just to turn $1. So it goes out of business. So then there's only just a handful, like a monopoly, but just a duopoly or a triopoly. Just a handful of little big companies there going, "Right, now we don't have to pay out very often. Isn't this good? Let's get some more of that legislation going." So that's the status quo, guys. That's what we have now. And what I explained at the start is what we should have. And one is moral and just, and the other one is corrupt and criminal. But I've gone on a bit long. I'll see you on the next one.